So I'm starting this week's vlog with a bang because I've just arrived at Dr. Katie Bolesny's office and today I'm getting my lips dissolved. I just gotta do a little background, a little historical discussion here, okay? I've been getting my lips done since 2017. It has been many, many years of getting my sweet, sweet little lips plumped up and fluffed up, and I have loved the journey all along. I truly love me a juicy, juicy lip. My bottom lip was always a little bit more full than my top lip. My top lip was just like thin, nothing, and I just have a really big face, a really big head. I always just felt like the proportions were a little bit off. I discovered overlining of my lips, and I used to just draw over my lip for so long. Like for years I was overdrawing like double of my lip with lip liner and lipstick and all those things, and I was like, you know what, let's just try this. It was a super scary thing the first time I did it. Now since 2017 I've gotten my lips filled. I've tried a bunch of different product, like I've done Juvederm, I've done Ravenesse, I think I've done one other one. Usually I go for Ravenesse. That's what I honestly couldn't tell you the exact differences. That's more up to the doctors or the dermatologist to decide, but I like the lighter, fluffy, pillowy material, I guess, that they're injecting. But over the years I've had my lips filled and also dissolved multiple times. Sometimes the product can migrate, sometimes you can have like a reaction, your body can just kind of reject it, which is kind of crazy. And I've had lumps of product form in my lips, like on both upper and lower, and I've had to get them dissolved. Typically, they advise to get the product dissolved before you ever get them refilled. And I haven't always done that, but I've also had my lips dissolved multiple times. Usually it's a very painful experience for me. I had experienced a lot of bruising, whatever. Anyway, all to say that I'm used to doing it. I'm used to getting my lips dissolved and refilling them. Now this time in particular is a little bit different because I actually haven't been doing my lips. It's been over 2 years, I think, at this point. I think I did it very, very early 2023, so maybe just exactly 2 years, which is actually the longest time that I've ever gone without getting them topped up. Usually I'll always add a little bit of juicy plumpness to my upper and bottom, but the last time I did it, I think, was early 2023, pre-wedding, and my lips then were so fabulous. I was so happy with the very little amount that we had done for the pre-wedding. I personally think that I will never look better than when I did on my wedding day, okay? There was a lot of prep that went into that day, and I felt like a beautiful little butterfly, and my lips were really good. The Cupid's bow was nicely shaped, it was nicely plumped, but since then, this has never happened to me before because, again, typically I get them redone or dissolved in this time, but 2 full years has gone by, and I just feel like the filler has migrated so deeply on my upper lip that it's now, oh, I'm sorry, a car drove by at that exact moment. That was so funny. I have a shadow. There's like literally a lump that is being created. I have a line and a lump and like this little mountain. It's got its own 5 o'clock shadow above my lip, and it has been driving me crazy. And every time I see someone comment about it, like, what have you done to your lips? You're ruining your lips, whatever. Excuse you, I haven't had my lips done in over 2 years, okay? But yes, this unfortunately is something that you need to be aware of before ever going and injecting things into your face. It doesn't always dissolve on its own. I feel like this is this lie that many of us, myself included, have been told, that if you just don't get your lips filled, you don't get anything topped up, it's gonna dissolve and your body's gonna absorb it over time. That has not been the case for me, okay? This has migrated, it has gone above my lip, it's been driving me crazy. I thought that if I didn't get my lips done for a time, it would just disappear, it would dissolve over time. It is not the case. I must now go get injected to get it dissolved, and if I choose to do it again, it just, you're starting over basically. So that's what we're doing today. I don't love to talk about this because I know I just opened a can of worms to angry people who hate any injections, and to those I say, I'm not asking for opinions here, okay? I'm telling you what I'm doing because I think it's important. I share with you guys my face, my looks, my everyday life. I share so much with you, and because I've shared my entire injections, Botox, everything, I share everything that I get done with you guys. I think it would be a disservice and also dishonest if I didn't show you the bad side, the negative side of that. So I am sharing this with you simply to share my experience. I want to document my journey and show you guys that yes, the migrating above the lip is not normal, it's not cute, and today we're going to get it dissolved. Hello. That's so beautiful. Just made it to the office. They gave me some arnica tablets to help with the bruising. It tastes so good, I feel like I'm just chewing on candy. I'm gonna just sign my consent form. Ugh. Hyaluronidase is what is being injected. Now, if I had said this before, I have bruised very, very badly in the past from my lips being dissolved, so I'm prepared to look a little wild for the next couple days. But basically, she's just gonna inject it right on the top. I also wanted to mention another downside that I've not seen many people talk about, but for years and years of getting my lips injected. I always had them done, and they inject it like on the border of the lip, which is how Dr. Katie said they used to teach it. And now, because it kind of destroys the border of your lip, over time that border just kind of disappears. And so now they teach it to inject inside the lip and not on the border. So for years of getting my lips done, I basically lost, I mean, I still have actually quite a decent line. Like my Cupid's bow was always really intense as a child. But I've just lost pigment. The pigment on my upper lip has faded over time, and I think that's why I'm so married to my lip liner, because I have very pigmented lips and the pigment has started to just disappear over the years. I've noticed a lot of people getting lip tattooing, like the lip blushing, and I think it's to counter the fact that we've all just been blasting our lips with needles and injections for years. So yeah, that's one downside that not many people talk about, and I've not seen many people talk about, and I've just been noticing it over the last couple of years, really. So we'll see what it looks like after. But here I am, we're in the hot seat.
So you know the drill. It may deflate a little bit. You're gonna pack, and it's gonna be okay. Yep. Because we need to do this.
I've packed my lip liner in preparation.
You've got your lip liner. I'm not going to over deflate them.
Okay.
Because I'm just focusing on the white lip.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You're gonna relax real quick here.
I don't know why I always put a bun in. I'll just take it. Just don't judge me.
No, just like, at least just a little looser.
Don't judge me. I'll just put it right back up.
Yeah, that's good. You look slick. All right, deep breath. Okay, we're breathing. We're thinking happy thoughts. 1, 2, 3, and poke. Okay. I'm gonna do one more poke. You got it. 1, 2, 3. Ouch, 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 ouch. Beauty.
That's far less painful. Oh, what a weird feeling. It feels like you just put numbing.
It feels like you put numbing in, yeah. Yeah, it's a weird feeling. When you look at your lips, they will feel deflated. They might feel like a little indent. That is normal. Or like you might be like, oh my god, I can see like a ledge where it's actually indented. Yeah. That will go away. It just takes a bit, like up to a couple weeks for it to sort of balance out.
Yeah. You did it.
Woo! Let's get those lips looking good. Oh god, yeah, it's been so bad for so long. I know.
Sorry guys, I had to take my bun out to lean back, but here are my lips immediately after. So they're gonna be a little bit swollen. It's most likely gonna be that I'm gonna bruise, but yeah, she just injected above the lips, and hopefully that's gonna have its dissolving effect for that lump, this lump that I've had, this ridge, and then keep you guys posted over the next couple days as it heals. So yeah, this is immediately after. I'm gonna keep icing for the next little bit, and then I'll show you if anything changes. Good morning, everyone. Sweet Daniel is drilling upstairs. Technically he's not drilling, he's actually cutting tiles. So let's just step outside and enjoy this glorious, glorious morning. God, the sun is shining. It is so delightful to be out in the earth. This morning, we've already had quite a morning. If you can tell, I am just so tired, but also very zen because I had tennis this morning. We played for 2 hours. My ladder match opponent did show up. Shout out to you, Tom. Thanks for making it this morning. A really good tennis sesh. And then this is really funny, actually. I'm skipping a day because yesterday I woke up and I don't know what I did in my sleep, you guys, but I threw up my entire left side. Like, it was so crazy. My left shoulder was like paralyzed. I had pain when I was turning. It was so wild. Ironically, I was still able to play tennis, but I did have some Advil before. All of this doesn't matter. Anyway, all I wanted to say is I went and had an arm T massage this morning, which is like a registered massage therapist. It's like the painful kind. It's not spa vibes. It's like you go in and it's like going to the chiropractor, you know, and they just fix you. And I was in so much pain. I was laying there, and he was a magician. He definitely did some magic to this shoulder and also my lat, but I have been, it's LOL. It was crazy. So I just got home. I actually have a meeting in about 15 minutes, which I'm gonna hop onto after I enjoy this succulent tea, but I wanted to give you an update on my lips this morning. I've got a lot of bruising here, big patch, and then it's actually just like kind of a deep bruise all the way across, which is wild. But yeah, the lip has pretty much disappeared. It's actually like really heavy just right in the middle, but you can already see my Cupid's bow is already coming back. It seems like this side deflated a little bit more than this side. I can't tell if that's going to stay like that or if it's just because this side is so much more bruised. Here's 2 days later. I actually did film a little check-in yesterday just in case anyone wants to see that. Here's like a nice bright close-up of what my lips looked like the day after, but as you can see, it's not a pleasant experience. This is not pleasant. I don't enjoy going through this. I don't enjoy having these little bruises and things, but it's all for the price of vanity, isn't it? What's actually really funny to me is that while I am filming this, I've also just posted my little Botox update that I did with Dr. Bolesne. I think I had mentioned that in a YouTube video previously, but I did my final like check-in because technically they say it takes a few weeks for it to fully settle in. So I just posted that, and seeing the comments and like just the totally opposite sides of the spectrum when people comment on Botox and whether or not you age gracefully and whether or not we should do things to our face. And it's always funny witnessing that, because you guys, I think the majority of you know how I feel. I think there is so much pressure on women, specifically in society, to look a specific way, and I am obviously partaking in many of these things. I get the Botox, I've gotten my lips done, I get my hair done, I do all these things, but it's just like, I just don't feel that deeply and passionately about it, if I'm totally honest. There's certain things that rub me the wrong way. I don't like it when people lie about things. I just think that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you think about someone else. It matters how you feel. And it's a topic that warrants a much larger discussion, but just based on the comments about the Botox, for example, people are like, I'm aging and I feel like I'm pressured to get Botox. I'm not allowed to age gracefully. Like, I totally understand that. And there's so many products that are marketed towards anti-aging, whatever. But for me, I have a very, very active, very mobile face. Like, even there, I just got Botox. This was frozen. It's already like, yeah, see you later. Like, my face wants to move. I have a lot of expression in my face, okay? I just had a very wrinkly forehead. I don't know, more so than so many of my peers. And even Dan's mom is a prime example of someone who's like never had a wrinkle in her life. She has more oily skin, and the woman doesn't have a single wrinkle. She is wrinkle free. I have very, very dry skin, very thin, very dry skin. I'm just naturally more crepey and more mobile and wrinkly. And I look at all my girlfriends who are like from the Middle East, and they all have these like dark, glorious, fabulous skin and hair and features. And I'm just like this little wrinkle fest next to them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can sit in that and be in that. For me, it's just a preference thing. I like soft, smooth, supple skin. I just like it. I like when I take a photo or I take a video and I just see smooth and the glow and the highlights on whatever. I also stare at my face for a living. This is not normal. This is not a normal thing for me to sit here and stare at the camera and stare at photos and look at my face all day long. I definitely nitpick and see things more than the average Joe, I would say. Also, we're filming in like hyper ultra HD in our little studio downstairs, and I just see everything, and I'm like, you know what? I would like a little bit of smooth. Also, the Botox is so quick. It's such an easy thing to do. I find Botox like is so much easier than all of the really invasive, really heavy laser treatments. It's effective. It's a lot more affordable than a lot of the lasers and other options that are out there. And you see an instant before and after. It also doesn't last forever. Some people are like, it never leaves you. Case in point with the lips, I feel a little bit differently about the Botox. I'm not a scientist. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on the studies, but all I know is that the Botox disappears and my wrinkles come back after a few months. So I'm like, if I hate it, I know it'll go away. It's not a permanent surgery. I'm not injecting like literal filler. I think people often confuse the two when you are getting like filler implanted into your face and your cheeks and your chin and whatever. Botox is very different. It is not permanent. I don't know how I'll feel about my face and my soul, 50 years from now, but if I want to get a facelift, then so be it. If I want to cover my body in tattoos, so be it. If I want to become a dragon, so be it. Live your life. Do what works for you. I know no matter how many times we all say it, the comments will never end. I understand that. So that's why you just have to be really solid in how you feel and know what you want and know what works for you. And you can't let anybody tell you how to live your life. And on that note, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I just simply think it's very important to be transparent and tell you what I am doing, because if I was lying about it, you guys would just look at my smooth glowing face and be like, wow, she's aging so gracefully, which happens so often. And little do you know that they're just lying to you, and they actually are getting Botox. So just come into the little library. But this is one of the few bright rooms that we actually have in the house, and I keep the blinds closed just because it's just right front and center with people walking by, and I don't love that. I've left you for the afternoon. I am currently on my walk. It's amazing. I've played 2 hours of tennis today, and I walked from my massage earlier, and that's still not enough for my steps. Still not bad. So rude. Just enjoying this gorgeous sunset. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful visuals this evening, my friends. Also so thrilled because I think daylight savings time is this weekend. I cannot wait. The sun is already rising so much earlier and setting so much later. I can't wait. I love spring. I've also decided to wear my AirPods today because So many of you yelled at me about wearing the over-the-ears noise-canceling headphones alone in the park. I hear you, but technically I don't hear you. Hi, friends. I'm going back outside because once again Daniel is... Oh, Meryl's coming. I can't remember if he said that this was officially going to be the last day that he's doing tiles, but I think he is finished the tiles in the bathroom today. So hopefully very shortly I'll be able to give you a lovely little update. But I feel like I've actually been pushing off a cold. Like, you know, when you feel your body starting to get sick, I feel like every morning I've woken up with like a little itchy, scratchy throat, but it hasn't like come out yet. And I'm, part of me is like, okay, we're pushing it off. Our body's fighting against this. We're healthy. We're good. But the sun came out this morning. I feel the spring is in the air. It is just right around the corner. Daylight savings time is this weekend. I feel like we're coming out of this winter slump. You know, winter is always long and heavy. I actually feel like as we come into March, for those of us who live in the wintry climates anyway, it can feel really long and really dreadful. And, you know, the sun starts to come out and you're like, okay, I feel like I can breathe again. Life is coming again. Oh yeah, there's the drilling. But actually on that note, I feel like we've just been feeling so out of place in our house because it's just going so far beyond the original timeline they gave us. They gave us 6 to 8 weeks, and we are now officially on week 10 of the construction, and like the bathroom isn't even halfway through. So it's just been feeling really long, and we've just been living in like half of our house, and it's just whatever. Like, I can't complain. We're like so excited for this to be done, but you know, it just starts to feel a little bit like, you're never alone in the home. I just want my space back. I wanted to give you the final little update on the lips just to show you what they're looking like today. The bruising continues. I'm just going to have to push through. I'm hoping that after this weekend, it'll be down and back to normal. And then I have an appointment with Dr. Bolesny at the end of next week. Hello, future me interrupting this video a few days later, which you guys will see. I have zits growing and the lips are healing. The bruises are going down, which is all very exciting. More updates to come. And I'm so rudely interrupting because I realized that I forgot to say that this is actually the first time that Dr. Bolesny is doing my lips. And just in case those of you who have been following the journey for a long time, perhaps you might have been a little confused being like, hold on, where did Dr. Pavlu go? I used to go to Dr. Pavlu at Skin Technique in Vancouver, and he's absolutely amazing. And I used to go and see him for all of my like needly cosmetic things. And then I would go and see different people for my various skin issues. I wanted to just kind of consolidate that. And I was actually introduced to Dr. Bolesny back when we did our SkinCeuticals campaign, and she was amazing, and she's a dermatologist. And at the time I was just going through so many issues with my skin, and being a dermatologist, she was able to kind of tackle all of the avenues that I was looking for. So both on the dermatology side as well as the cosmetic side. And she is now who I am going to see for kind of everything skin related, which has been super nice. And she's also been helping me so much with my skin and answering so many of my dermatology questions, which is awesome. And so even though I've been seeing Dr. Bolesny for a while now, and we've been doing various lasers, skin treatments, she's also been doing my Botox. This is the first time that she's actually doing my lips. So that's why she wanted to go in and dissolve everything and just kind of start fresh. So I just wanted to make that clear just in case anyone was confused. And then I'm also going to be seeing her later next week for a touch-up. So we're going to go in, see how the dissolving went down, because this product can actually kind of stay in your lips for a little bit and continue to dissolve over a few days. So we're going to see how it looks by the end, and then how we want to move forward. If we're going to do anything else for the lips, if she wants to add more dissolving, who knows? I don't know. But if you guys have any questions for her related to this whole process, related to anything cosmetic, anything that I've been showing you here, whether it be the Botox, whether it be the lips, any questions that you have, maybe any myths that you want debunked, I think it would actually be really fun, and she is on board to answer some of your questions. So when I go in to see her next week for my next appointment, if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and we'll have a little Q&A chat with Dr. Bolesny, which is very, very kind of her to offer up her time. So dear Dr. Katie, thank you so much. And honestly, I have some questions too, because as I was filming this video and I'm like, you know what, let's get some clarification on some things for sure. Does Botox migrate in the rest of the face? I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have a little chat. So if you guys have any questions, the floor is open to you, and we'll pick some out and have her answer some of your burning cues. And I'll include that in the next video. Not the next video, but the video that comes when I do go back to her. So thank you so much. Future me signing out. Yes, come say bye. Yeah, thanks. No. You can feel the spring in the air too. Good girl. Anywho, friends, I'm going to love you and leave you in this vlog. Just know that following this vlog, we are going deep. We are diving deep into the spring content. I am going full into the spring reawakening, if you will, because I have been miserable for the last little while, and I need to get out of it. The sun is out, and therefore I must also rise above this rut that I've been in. So come along with me. We're gonna have a little spring glow up this weekend. I'm gonna do a little spring cleaning. We're gonna get the house in order, ready for all the construction to be done. I'm gonna get my mind in order, and you know, we'll move past this. This is my final winter hibernation task right here, okay? Only onward and up from here, my friends. So I'll see you in the next video when we chat about spring resetting. And oh, Dan's filming me for it. Love you so much. Thank you for being here and for watching. And I'll see you very, very soon for a new video. Bye! Meryl, say bye.